You're such an asshole.
All right, the fifth and final article written by Matthew Sawtell, which you can find on LinkedIn. This one is titled Chasing Niches? Niches for Riches. Niches, I guess, is the other appropriate way to pronounce it. Niches for Riches. And just so you know, I haven't read these. I like to read things for the first time, raw reaction. And I'm just going to assume, oh, you mean like going DEI and we're going to focus on this? We could just assume our fan base, our customer base is always loyal. Yeah, Star Wars totally isn't a bunch of nerdy white guys. No, let's make them all the villains and have nothing but legit an entire space soap opera of lesbian space witches. Let's tell men we hate them too while we're at it. Let me explain something to everyone out. There's no reason you should be working for corporate America. Not long term. They are so dumb and so short-sighted, especially now. After World War II, okay, there might have been some intelligence. Your industry, captains of industry, your Henry Fords, your J.P. Morgans, okay, they had visions. But right now, these people, your average MBA has an IQ of 105, which is just smart enough to get on bandwagons. And that's all. Remember a year and a half ago, it was all AI. Oh my God, AI. AI, like you're a dog food manufacturer. What are you talking about, AI? And the latest before that, oh my God, DEI. And that's why I put Target up there. Look, is Target inherently a bad company? Like it's a retailer, like the actual bricks and mortar? No, they sell slightly better stuff than Walmart and slightly cleaner aisles. There's nothing wrong with that business model, but they had to be like, oh my God, we're so for liberal white women and totally for the gays. Which for most people, you'd be like, okay, a day or two, sure. Whole month. And then you donate to anti-American causes and nonprofit. Yes, you did. Yes, you fucking did. And you became leftist. You became a political entity. Dude, again, I just want to buy some shoes, man. So you all thought that doing popular thing, right? You could see this in the video game industry. Everything has to be online service, online gameplay with downloads and pay to play. How about a good video game? Oh, look, you lost. How much EA? How much did you lose? How many studios did you shut down? Sony, how much did you lose on Concord? Chasing niches for riches, a sign of corporate midlife crisis. A few weeks ago, I read a copy of Fortune magazine, December 1st, 2014, and the article Fallen Arches. I was bemused by the article given that touched upon the issues that I have the privilege to observe as a customer and as a shareholder of these last few years. So I guess this is McDonald's, and this is 11 years ago. See, 11 years ago, there were problems showing, right? How you doing, Mickey D's? Watching a company with a very well-established brand name and reputation have what, for a lack of a better term, as a midlife crisis. For those who are not familiar with the term, according to Wikipedia, it is an idea that was coined by Elliot Jacques to describe in which adults come to realize their own mortality. This is usually followed by behavior out of a person that can sometime described as not characteristic of them to downright insane. Oh my God, he's chasing after hot, attractive women. Quick, shoot him. From a corporate standpoint, this could be triggered by a variety of things, from stagnant market share, decreasing sales, or just an ever-shrinking customer base. I can remember clearly as a younger man a couple of decades ago watching Sibley's Shoes and Bill Knapp's restaurants having such episodes, attempting to change with the times and become hip with the new generation, only to spiral into inanimous endings that could be described as a 50-year-old dancing in a mosh pit until his toupee came off. So kind of Harley Davidson, right? Hey, fellow kids, we got an electric motorcycle. Put hot chicks in bikinis and make your entry-level motorcycles affordable, Harley. And I don't know, maybe make them in America. From a more personal standpoint, working at General Motors through the 1990s to the mid-2000s, I sat in on many meetings watching naive, well-intended captains of industry espouse on the idea that a company that was well known for its high-volume production was going to win back customers with a plethora of niche vehicles quickly and cheaply on the fly. MBAs have an IQ of 105, man. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. Your business leaders are not that smart. I would say they're smart enough to be dangerous, but they're not. They're not. They're just not dumb enough to be dangerous. These people were not happy when I would crack a joke out loud about GM's past history with niche vehicles like Cadillac Cimarron. Yet it was amazing how fast these very same managers abandoned that plan when GM had to be presented as too big to fail to the American taxpayer. So what has McDonald's chasing in niches for riches? Fortune, this is when Fortune might have actually meant something. Fortune pointed out a couple of factors in the beginning of the article: loss of sales at various stores across the world, a market share in the U.S. that is less than 10%, and of course the debacle that has the mighty wings. Moreover, with advent of focus groups, minute analysis of big data, and push to have a global reach in the past few decades, there has been underlying theme. I'm reading how you wrote it, man, to try to be all things to all people around the world. It is within that concept where McDonald's has developed its crisis of identity, as seen with the mutation of its menu, Mighty Wings, McPizza, etc., to attempting to please, appease, plead with segments of the population that want nothing to do with the clown and his fodder. Playscapes hiring an ex-mythbuster, trademarking very poor slogans, etc. As I said to Hampton Pearson with CNBC when his news crew interviewed me after I was denied entrance at the 2014 stockholder meeting. Hang on, let me look. What's happened to McDonald's stock price? So we got to go 2014. 2014. Well, they came up. They're up 300% from back then. I guess they would argue they did it right. Stockholder meeting. There is a point where the company needs to stop chasing after niches for riches. Remember that their work, its core value services and or services had originally got them where they are. For McDonald's, it was selling a decent meal of burgers and fries at a reasonable price in place that anyone could identify no matter where they were in the US or around the world. While the products served will be called clown food by more than a few people in North America, the majority of people around the world familiar with the Golden Arches will universally accept it as a de facto standard for what was safe to eat. That is the one luxury that more than a few people are willing to spend some money on. So as I wait to see if I will be allowed admittance to the 2015 stockholders meeting to address the board, I mull over what I'm going to ask. There have been some changes since last year with the announcement to close a series of corporate stores while giving a small wage increase for those that remain after the culling. There's the idea of making certain menu items more of a seasonal offering than stocking all year long, much like the Shamrock Shake or McRib. Yet as I read the annual stockholder statements in the run-up to the meeting, there seems to be, in my eyes, the idea that if that one killer niche can be found, then McDonald's can reap the whirlwind. So a question to LinkedIn, if you've had a chance to address it with Convoy, what would you ask? So there you go. What is their PE ratio? Oh, yeah, 25. We can't have a reasonable PE ratio. In other words, their stock price went up more than their earnings. There you are. It's interesting. Like McDonald's seems to be one of the okay one, although what's his name? Milwaukee guy. Why can't I remember his name? Jeremy from the Quartering. He's been on them like a hawk. Riddle me this, riddle me that. So the stock, it's still going up. I mean, there's its ups and downs. It's still going up. Although in what is that? I guess it's still going up. What happened? Why are they complaining? Is the news doesn't match the stock price is what I'm saying. Yeah, revenue down 3%, net income down 3%. Why is the stock going? Oh, that's right, because number go up, bro. Stock market just don't. All right. Oh, wait, maybe we got super chats. Got 2 here. Gerald Bittaker, $2. Libs treat men as punching bags and wonder why they lost. Yeah, Democrats keep having people who don't belong in the country, keep giving thieves and parasites our money, keep telling men they suck, keep making women ugly, keep giving women ugly, effeminate men, and keep hating on America. I go ahead. See how that works for you. A Pringles can with veins, $5. Saw a guy 3D print a Lamborghini and throw a $500 LS motor and used a MIG welder to build a frame. 17,000 all in. People will build what they want soon. Boy, I don't know much about 3D printing, but if you could print a Lamborghini and throw in a motor, I'm doing more and more of my own stuff all the time because I can't trust other people to do it. I was underneath my car. There's a whole bolt missing on the suspension. Had to go down to Ace Hardware, go get a bolt. Thank God it threaded correctly. I think I measured it correctly. I'm gonna make my own food. Oh God. Oh my God. I went to the town called Lead, South Dakota, which is a fine town. Don't go to any restaurants in Lead. We waited 45 minutes and I got this sandwich. I'm looking at it. It was supposed to be a pesto chicken sandwich. It had marinara sauce. I'm like, fuck it. Just fuck it. And my buddy, who's only part white, he's like, look, man, white people are gonna save America. Like, because it's all white people in this town. Like, nope. This is and we hung out for 5 days and we're driving slow when we're dealing with people. I'm like, it's white people. This isn't an Asian driver in front of us. This is Herman. We go to this restaurant. The competency crisis, it's all over, man. Even in Lead, South Dakota. I'm just shaking my head. He's looking at me. I'm like, does that look like pesto sauce to you? He's like, no. But Aaron, your people, I'm like, my people aren't gonna save shit. And you're gonna have to build you. What do you think the mechanics were? Hispanic out here? Everybody listen to me. All of you are gonna have to fix your own shit. All of you. And man, if you could find someone to do their job right, you hold on to them, man. But you could just safely assume that everyone's going to screw everything up no matter where you are in this country. All right, I'll see you guys later. Toodles.